Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very concerning situation here, and concerning is for certain kind of people, and that is not what the title says, is something beyond that. Let me show you what I mean. So, ABC News reports, and I'm quoting, "No one feels safe. Palestinians in fear as Israeli airstrikes in Gaza kill at least 490 women and children." Now, how should I put it? Concerning is not, it is this, you see, 490 women and children, but more concerning is that ABC News reports such a thing. Well, it seems like a certain kind of people are very, very stressed because of this development. And I'm not talking about this development, but this development. Remember, ABC News reporting such a thing? Interesting. Hundreds of targets have been hit in Gaza by Israel following the Saturday incursion from Hamas terrorists. These guys use the word terrorist, not insurgents, not the Palestinians, not terrorist. The group that controls the Palestinian territory of Gaza. More than 200 targets were struck in Gaza by Israeli forces in just one day, according to authorities. In Gaza, at least 900 people have died, among them 260 children and 230 women, and another 4,500 have been wounded since Saturday, according to the latest numbers from Palestinian officials. Keyword: numbers from Palestinian officials. In Israel, at least 900 people have been killed and 2,600 others injured. Palestinians in Gaza Strip say they are living in fear as Israel retaliates for the actions of the militant terrorist group with nowhere for them to go. There are no bomb shelters for Palestinians to hide from airstrikes. An Israeli airstrike hit near the Rafah border crossing between Egypt and Gaza on Tuesday for the second time in 2 days, according to their interior ministry in Gaza. Gaza is a closed zone, end quote. There's nowhere people can evacuate to. There's no shelters, said a Palestinian American living in Maryland whose family is currently in Gaza. She continued, "The borders," I'm quoting, "are all controlled and shut, and the other border bordering Egypt was bombed earlier today. Unless they plan to swim out, but there's a naval blockade, they really have nowhere to go." For many, crossing into Israel amid the attacks is not an option. Even, and I'm quoting, "even during normal times, we're not allowed to leave." Free people, said Jason Shawa, 55, a Palestinian currently living in Gaza with his wife and 2 daughters. And I'm quoting, very, very, very few people in Gaza that have permission to leave. I don't know that people can cage other people just like that, or however you want to call it, but it seems like these guys don't give them permission to leave. What is this? What is this? Hundreds of apartments and homes have been destroyed in the Gaza Strip, including refugee camps, leaving more than 123,000 people displaced, according to the United Nations. More than 73,000 people are sheltering in schools, while hospitals struggle to cope with the numbers of injuries. Substitute here, for instance, the invading criminal troops of Russia and to Israel, and change Palestinians or Ukrainians with Palestinians. And remember how these kind of things were reported by the same media in the West. So no one feels safe here, said Shawa. It happens everywhere, anytime. No warnings contrary to what we hear from Israel. My wife and I, our major concerns are our 2 daughters. They're very scared, very, very scared. Well, Israel Defense Ministry, Yoav Gallant, said that all food, fuel and electricity and other necessities, I tell you what are the necessities, water. But they don't mention that. They mention food, fuel, electricity, but they don't mention water. I covered that in a article, in a video from an article today. Not article actually. This the Israeli Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant, exact words. He said no food, no fuel, no electricity, no water, no nothing. Everything is closed, he said. How is that called? Yes, exactly. And I'm quoting, every single thing we eat or drink or consume in terms of medicines, food or drink is strictly controlled by the Israeli military, said Shawa. We have no control over that. What is this? Is it a cage? What do you mean a group of people control another group of people? What, in 21st century? Obviously, I'm playing dumb. I'm very aware of what's going on over there. So, as a result of their stringent control of Gaza, life has become literally unbearable. In Gaza, conditions are beyond horrible, and we have shortages in everything. Now, remember, it was not the Palestinians who attacked Israel. It was some Palestinians attacking Israel. Israel doesn't punish those particular Palestinians from Hamas that attack Israel. They punish all Palestinians in Gaza. Is that collective punishment? I think that is illegal, isn't it? At least in our Western civilization, Roman law. Anyway, my friends, here it is. I am not absolving the terrorists or freedom fighters or militants or however you want to call them. I don't absolve them from doing what they did, abducting people, civilians, killing and all that. But on the other side, I mean, if you put as a proportion, and I'm not saying they have to be proportionate, but these guys are not punishing the suspects, the criminals, the however they want to call them. They punish a whole group of people. And by cutting food supplies, water, electricity, and fuel, can you look and tell me what's the definition of this? When a group does that to another group? And they should know better, because we hear about it every day. Every day is mentioned that they've been through this, they've been through that, and been through this, and they've been through that. And now we find out that a group of people is under control of another group of people to that extent that that group of people has control over food, water, electricity, fuel. What are we in, my friends? You want solidarity? You want support? Not for something like this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.